Saturday night, long about 8, going dancing, don't wanna be late. Put on my white shirt and pinstripe suit. Oh, the gal I'm taking's mighty cute. Got brand new shoes that I'm gonna wear. I'll be the hit of the ball. I know they're tight, but that's alright. They'll make my feet look small. Dancing with my honey, the music sweet. Two things wrong, they're my aching feet. I've got the blues that I can't lose, 'cause I won't repair a tight shoe.
Because I don't know where to start, you know. Usually I start with Frank Sinatra up on Route 9, Englewood, when he was really just an ordinary singer with a band.
Okay.
And nobody, just from Hoboken,
Mm-hmm.
earning $25 a week. And now they play his tunes every time the Yankees play. It's unbelievable how this guy's skyrocketed. But, you know, there's nobody that can take any credit but he himself. This was a self-made guy.
Yeah.
He had his head, and nobody was going to stop him. He was going to make it, and he did. His way, just like I said. Yeah. Well, anyhow, that's part of the thing like that. We used to, her brother and I used to always go to the Rusted Cabin. At that time, we knew Harry Nichols, he was the owner. And then Johnny was up there, and all the guys in the band. And you could walk in there in those days and come on in, you have a beer or something. Frank would be singing up there with the band. He had that 11 o'clock WNEW spot. That's how he got picked up by James. That through the broadcast. He had an 11 o'clock spot every night. And that time, you had what was called song pluggers.
Mm-hmm.
They would come there with their music. Frank do this, Frank do what too, Frank do what too. They all came from the Brill Building, which was better known as Tin Pan Alley.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come in with all their music and have Frank try to do it, because figured try to push their songs so go over radio. Anyway, he would do that, but most of the times he would go back to the Brill Building, and he would raise holy hell that there wasn't anything the way he wanted. Well, he was a very stubborn guy for $25 a week. But if that song wasn't in the key he wanted, he'd take it back to the Brill Building, and they would transpose it for him and put it in whatever key he wants. Yeah, it was quite a guy. And then, like I say, and then James heard him, and Harry James picked him up, of
Right.
course. Then they claimed that was a Godfather thing, that when he went with Tommy Dorsey, well, it was true. Tommy Dorsey wouldn't let him go. It cost Frank $60,000 to get out of mess with Tommy Dorsey. Whoever paid for it, I don't know. That's when he went and sold it. But for a while he was sitting down and thing with Craig Corbetti. And I think that was probably the last time I actually saw him. Because I lost contact with Frank when Harry James took over and when I was drafted. When the war came, I lost track of him.
Right.
Before that, Tommy Dorsey was one of the last ones I remember. What year that was. So we were coming home, he spotted us. He ready to go up, said, "You're going to pass up," and I come up to see me. I said, "Hey, I just came from a play," and that kind of one. Because I like to talk like any guy in the street. He was a regular guy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you worried about? Come on up. So he made Betty and I go upstairs. And he paid the bill. She said, I got a hold of my stocking. There's a regular lady store, right? Go up these stairs and have one. He went, "Get him a pair of stockings." We went there. That was one encounter with him. Then the other one was after, that was with Tommy Dorsey too, I think. When the time we met him with at Patty's Affair.
Oh, yeah.
That was
the
another
dance, yeah.
You know, he got that
Who
time.
was single.
Yeah, that's right.
So he says, "I want you to meet Frank Sinatra." And I said, "Yeah." So he was playing guitar with Neil Budd that day. So then he says, "Frank," he says, "What the hell are you doing here playing the guitar?" He said, "Well, I do it," because he knew him as a trumpet player at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "Well, I played the car, I filled in with Buddy tonight." So then he says, "I want you to meet my girlfriend." And I was down in the bottom Frankie was up on the stage. So he says, "This is my girlfriend Betty, and this is Frank Sinatra." Well, I was thrilled to meet him because I loved him from day one. And Michael Cohen was on the phone, on the microphone. He says, "Frank, Frankie's young." So Frank turned around and says, "When I'm talking to my friends, you don't disturb me." Oh, I felt very proud. And that was that night. That was Uncle Patty's dance.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some of the other.
And then one time we were in New York, and I had runs in my stockings. And Frankie was at the what was that, the Waldorf Astoria? Oh, the Astor. He was at the Astor appearing. So he says, "You want to go up and see Frankie?" I says, "Oh, I wouldn't dare go with runs in my stocking." So we met him in the vestibule. So Frank says, "Why don't you come up? Take your girl upstairs." He said, "No, she can't come because she's got runs in her stocking." He says, "For crying out loud," he went to the store there and he bought me a pair of stockings. I went in the ladies' room, changed the stockings, and we went upstairs, and we had a lovely time that night on the rooftop.
That's right. I'm supposed to be
On the Astor.
Saturday night, long about 8, going dancing, don't wanna be late. Put on my white shirt and pinstripe suit. Oh, the gal I'm taking's mighty cute. Got brand new shoes that I'm gonna wear. I'll be the hit of the ball. I know they're tight, but that's alright. They'll make my feet look small. Dancing with my honey, the music sweet. Two things wrong, they're my aching feet. I've got the blues that I can't lose, 'cause I wore a pair of tight shoes. My honey says to me that I dance divine. Wish that they were her feet instead of mine. I've got the blues that I can't lose, 'cause I wore a pair of tight shoes. My toes are cramped and I've got pain to the top of my head. Wish that I